Good morning, it's Lady Flava. You know me. I'm always thinking, and trust me, I could probably get on here several times a day, every morning, whatever, and have something I want to share. But, you may not want to hear it. I don't know. But this morning I was kind of moved because I listen to messages every day, whether it's motivational, inspirational, spiritual. I listen to messages every day. That's just something that's been a part of my life for a long time, and it's what helps keep me grounded. Because I know if I start the day with a good message, it kind of helps set the tone for my day. And even when I had my dark days, I still did it. And I'm grateful for that habit that I created for myself because it just, I think that things could have been worse, if I didn't do those things and have that routine in my life. But I was thinking about, as I reflect on my own self, why do I act and react the way that I do? Is there something in my life that I can change so that I can, live a healthier kind of life, mind, body, and soul? And as I reflect on my own self, it helps me try to be a little bit more understanding of other people. We don't always know each other's stories and where we come from, why we act and react the way that we do. It's easy for us to say, well, they should know better, or, that's just stupid, or whatever it is, right? But if you know the backstory and you know the real story, you might change your mind on, how you receive, somebody, and what they say and what they do, So it's something I'm really working on within my own self because of life experiences that I've had, just working on how I react. And for those of you that know me and followed me for a while, I'm a Christian. I came from a Christian home. I was born into one. My daddy was a minister when I was born, and so, I'm not going to say I lived a perfect life because I didn't, but I think because of the foundation that I was given as a child up into my adulthood and just always being around my daddy and just seeing and feeling his greatness and what God has put into him, it just kind of helped manifest who I am and why I am the way that I am. So it just, I want to encourage you, to just, take some quiet time. Take some quiet time and just sit with yourself. Take some deep breaths and just be honest. Feel your whole body, mind and soul, and feel how it feels. And if it doesn't feel so good, what is it that you can do right there in the moment, and things that you can work towards, bringing into your world to make things better. It's just like, okay, if you watched me this week, I ate 2 carrot cake cupcakes. Okay, that is so not me, but carrot cake is my downfall. And so I don't get it. That when I want to treat, and I really treat myself, that's what I want to get. I want to get some carrot cake, and so it turns out that my head boss, his family actually owns a bakery, and he bakes. And so they are trying to do this incentive things for the employees, and if they do this, they get one of the cupcakes. And they have red velvet, lemon, chocolate, caramel, white, carrot cake, strawberry. I mean, they have a variety, and these cupcakes are, put into my office and my supervisor's office. So I'm like, I get to see these cupcakes, every day. I'm hoping when I go into work this morning that there's no cupcakes in the office. But anyway, so I had a cupcake on Tuesday and I had one yesterday because it was smashed, right? And so I said, well, can I have the smashed one? And, then I made the excuse. The last one I brought home and had for a treat at home. Yesterday I ate this with my lunch. And so I'm like, you know what? Thank God I do exercises every day. There are some people saying, oh, I can't eat that. I can't have one because, I'm trying to lose weight. I get it. But at the same time, if you're doing healthy things, for your life, drinking water, eating fruits and vegetables, nuts, getting your healthy eating in and movement in. You can treat yourself sometimes. But these are things that you got to understand about yourself, right? And if you're not able to control those type of things, I get it. Stay away from the treats and all. But I've done a lot of growing. And if it wasn't for my faith in God and my relationship, with God and the teachings of the Bible and Jesus Christ, I wouldn't be as healthy minded as I am. And I hope that through me sharing in my own stories to sharing what my faith and my beliefs are, why I support creative souls. This is no joke for me. The way that I choose to live my life, the decisions that I make in my life, why I do what I do, why I choose independent artists to support. My daddy told me a long time ago, Susan, your ministry is with creative souls. It's not going to be easy, but it's what God's journey is for you. And I take this very, very serious. It's no joke for me. So when I, began to just really, come down in my soul and spirit here in Las Vegas, I knew it was up to me. I knew that I had to distance myself from some people, and I knew that I had to kind of do a cleansing of my spirit of, the things that I was exposed to in mindsets down here. People's mindsets are a big deal. It really, really is. You need to be mindful of the messages that you receive every day and the people that you're around. Are they healthy people for you? Are they people helping to move you forward in life? And what kind of person are you for those people too? That's one thing I had to also recognize. I have a dear friend, actually, I call him my mentor back in Washington, D.C., and, we were chatting, and he was like, okay, well, what's going on in your world? And I started kind of, moaning about, some of the mess I was dealing with. He says, you know what, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. If it's not moving you forward in your life and your goals and your dreams, I don't want to hear it. And it was kind of a harsh thing, but you know what, I had to receive it, and it made sense to me. And I remember back home, one of my colleagues back home saying to me, Flav, I don't even know what to say. I don't have anything to say to you because I can't help you with that situation. And he kind of distanced himself from me also, for a while as I was dealing with some craziness, in my personal world. And so I think that it's good to be able to have those safe people that you can vent to, but at some point they don't want to hear it no more. Haven't you ever had a conversation with somebody else and they just went over and over and over, about something for a lengthy amount of time? And I'm not saying in one conversation, I'm saying in, many conversations, possibly over, days, months, and years, and you want to say, it's time to get over that. And when I was forced to see it in my own self, I recognized it in other people and how it was making me feel. And when I was miserable in my own world, it was easier to listen to other people's misery. But as I am getting healthier and healthier in my life, I've realized that I don't want to hear those kind of conversations no more. If you can't talk about something that's going to stimulate my mind and say, that's amazing that you did that, or, whatever. It's not to say that I don't hear, like issues or whatever, but I think you can tell the difference when it's kind of a healthy venting and when it's just kind of whining over and over, And if you believe in God, don't play with that. Don't play with God, because He's given us all the tools that we need, to make our lives better. Some people are waiting, and sitting saying, I'm praying for God to make a change. But the bottom line is I believe in the power of prayer, but at the same time, I know that God has given me the tools to make some changes in my own world. And when I step up to the plate and I make those changes, the blessings are flowing. The blessings are flowing. So just been thinking, and decided to jump on here and share with you. I hope you have an amazing day. I posted up a picture of myself yesterday because I was kind of feeling myself. I felt really, really good. And I think that when you're feeling good in your world, it kind of shines through. And I use no filters. This is how I look, you know, and with all the flaws in my body, and I embrace being 60 years old, but I was feeling good. And I realized more and more and more, you know, in how I feel, it has to do with who I am inside, and me manifesting what it is that I want for that day and that moment, whatever it is. So I want to say good morning to everyone, Lady Di, Jackie, Randy, Rosa. Good morning to all of you, and be a blessing to yourself first, and then reach out and be a blessing to someone else, okay? Have a great, great Friday, and have a great weekend. Bye-bye.